The Valdosta Police Department is asking for help locating a man wanted for burglary.
And a successful undercover drug bust by the Valdosta Police Department resulted in the arrest of 3 people.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Alexis Johnson.
And I'm Caitlin Redford. Valdosta police are seeking your help locating a man wanted for burglary. 58-year-old Calvin Fernando Green is reportedly wanted for 2 burglaries that occurred in Valdosta on September 19th and September 22nd. The Valdosta Police Department has obtained arrest warrants for Green. However, they have not been able to locate him. If you have any information on his whereabouts, you're asked to contact the Valdosta Police Department Bureau of Investigations.
In another law enforcement story, city police officers recently went undercover for a drug bust that led to the arrest of 3 people. With more on the story, here's News Valdosta reporter Ian Kerstansky.
The Valdosta's undercover operation has led to the arrest of 3 people of prostitution and possession of a new drug called Flocka. At about 5:30 last night, the Valdosta police conducted an undercover operation at a hotel on the 1800 block of Clubhouse Drive in response to complaints of prostitution in the area. 32-year-old Mary Kaminsky was charged with prostitution, possession of marijuana, and possession of tools used for the new drug Flocka. And 37-year-old Lakrina Williams was charged with possession of Flocka, and 35-year-old Todd Montgomery was charged with probation violation. All 3 are currently being held at the Lowndes County Jail pending judicial proceedings. I'm Ian Kerstansky with News Valdosta.
Valdosta City Council has approved the creation of the Valdosta Youth Council. The Youth Council will encourage 7th and 8th graders to build leadership and civic responsibility. The first VYC will be sworn in October 22nd at the City Council meeting. Mayor John Gale says he has high hopes for the Youth Council and already has plans to expand the council for high school grades for the 2016-2017 program year. Tomorrow is the deadline to apply to serve on this year's council.
The Greater Lowndes Planning Commission has approved a rezoning request to build a housing subdivision. The approved rezoning included 30 acres of land at 3982 Bemis Knights Academy Road. Nearby property owner Gerard Dickerson says the project will cause the area to be broken into quarter-acre lots, which could possibly add 100 homes to the area. Dickerson also says that the additional houses will cause great harm to small children who play in the street because there are no sidewalks.
October is the start of the Community Planning Month. Valdosta will be doing its part to promote awareness for the importance of planning in a community. The city's Planning and Zoning Division says it is preparing several events to engage citizens in this year's CPM theme, Healthy Community, Healthy People.
Coming up, the City Fire Department is helping residents during Fire Prevention Month.
And later, find out how local businesses are being showcased by the Chamber of Commerce.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
That's low. That's low. Look, he's blushing.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Valdosta Fire Department is more than willing to do its part in celebrating Fire Prevention Month. Today is the kickoff of October's National Fire Prevention Month, and the city's fire department has many educational events lined up to commemorate this awareness month. Events include fire station tours, puppet shows, and many other events to educate residents on fire prevention awareness. If you're looking to have an event scheduled or get more information about Fire Prevention Month, you can contact the Valdosta Fire Department.
Tomorrow night, downtown Valdosta will host its monthly First Friday event. With Breast Cancer Awareness Month just beginning, one local shop is offering a way to have a little fun and contribute to this cause. Belcatone will be allowing people to paint door hangers for a small fee. All proceeds will be donated to help spread breast cancer awareness, and anyone who chooses to can donate their door hanger to be given to the breast cancer wing at South Georgia Medical Center.
Today, the Valdosta Chamber of Commerce is hosting the 2015 Business Showcase. The event will take place at the James H. Rainwater Conference Center from 5 to 7 this evening. The event will have over 100 vendors showcasing different businesses in the Valdosta and Lowndes County area. Free entry will be offered to anyone who brings their business cards. The event is free to the public with free food and drinks available, as well as great networking opportunities.
Coming up later this month, the Valdosta City Schools Foundation for the Lowndes County Schools Foundation will host the inaugural Wintersville 5K and 1 mile fun run. The course will begin and end in front of VSU's campus recreation facility located at 1300 Sestella Avenue. The 5K will begin at 8 a.m. on Saturday, October 24th, and immediately following around 9 a.m. will begin the 1 mile fun run. Participants can register online by visiting the Running in the USA website.
We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we will have our local weather report.
So stay with us.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
And we're back with News Valdosta.
Now it's time to take a look at our weather with Luke Alves. Luke, what's in the forecast?
Thanks, Caitlin. Let's take a look at our local forecast. As we enter October, we can expect the temperature to start cooling down. But for now, let's take advantage of the beautiful day with the high to be around 84 degrees. With Hurricane Joaquin making its way from the Bahamas to the East Coast, we have a 60% chance of rain, which could lead into scattered thunderstorms later in the day. Tonight, the low temperature will decrease to 66 degrees. You may need a raincoat if you're outdoors past 8 o'clock tonight because we could have a possible thunderstorm. For tomorrow, we can expect the temperature to be a lot cooler than yesterday, with the high being around 70 degrees. The chance of rain will decrease to 20%, but that could change if Hurricane Joaquin decides to make its way through Georgia. Forecasters still aren't sure where Joaquin will hit land. The UV index is expected for today is 7, which is a high level. If you need to be outside, take precautions to protect yourself from the sun damage. Consider wearing a wide-brimmed hat and sunglasses and try to stay in the shade. As for the pollen count, today we've been expecting it to be at 6.3 points, which is a medium level. Our predominant pollen today should be ragweed and chennapods. Make sure you take your medication if you suffer from allergies. That's all I have from the weather today. Now back to you ladies at the news desk.
When we come back, we'll talk local football and take a look at regional play for softball and volleyball.
So stay with us.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where that ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
Welcome back.
Now let's check in with Casey Gordon on our local sports report. Casey?
The Valid Valiants volleyball team played 2 matches earlier this week to keep their winning streak alive. The Valiants first played Georgia Christian Academy Tuesday, where they won the match in 3 straight sets. The girls team then turned around and played at Tift County High yesterday, where they dominated the match again and won 3 sets. This now makes the Valiants 14-0 in their season, keeping their undefeated season alive. In other Valwood news, the Valiants varsity softball team played their final game of the season yesterday when they played at Southland Academy. The final score of the game was Southland Academy 12 and Valwood 0. With this loss, the Valiants finished the season 6-6 in the region, an overall record of 6 wins and 9 losses. The girls now turn their attention from the regular season and prepare for the state playoffs that kick off Monday. The Lowndes High softball team will be playing the region game against Lee County today at 5:30. The Vikettes are on a 2-game win streak and looking to defeat the Lady Trojans to move past them in the region rankings. This will be the Vikettes' last game before entering playoff season. The Georgia Christian Generals will take on the Terrell Academy Eagles at Georgia Christian in a non-conference game tomorrow night. Kickoff will be at 7:30. These 2 teams are close in points per game, with the Generals averaging 15 points per game and the Eagles averaging a close 14 points per game. The Lowndes High Viking football team will play in Region 1 6A opener tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. The Vikings will take on the Colquitt County Packers. The Packers are the defending state champions and undefeated so far this season. The Vikings are hoping to give them their first upset of the season. It'll be a Wildcat brawl as the Valdosta High Wildcats take on the Camden County Wildcats this Friday night. This region game will be at the Bazemore Hyder Stadium, or better known as Death Valley, with the kickoff starting at 8. Valdosta is currently averaging a score of 44 points per game, while Camden County averages just 35 points a game. The Wildcats and Vikings better get on these boys fast. The Little Men of Titletown Titan Football League are on a roll this season. They are 4-0 and don't plan on letting that up anytime soon. The league ranges from ages 4 to 13. Not to mention, there's also a cheer program associated with it. The next game is scheduled at JL Newborn Middle School. To sign your child up for next year, visit popwarner.com.
Thanks, Casey. Coming up, a VSU student is honored with a national award for her anti-bullying documentary.
So don't go away.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family.
Ooh.
So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Danse, balance suis la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches, au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence, dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
And we're back with News Valdosta.
Do you like free music? Valdosta High School is holding a concert for the public. Tonight there will be a chorus concert held at Valdosta High School Performing Arts Center. It will be held from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and will feature students of Valdosta High School. It is free and open to the public.
The first show of Valdosta State University's theater and dance season begins tonight at 7:30. The programs have produced their own version of Shakespeare's final play, The Tempest. VSU students will be suspended mid-air from multiple scenes with the use of aerial silk. This marks the first time in the program's history that students will fly through the air using aerial devices. A Valdosta State University student won a national award this summer for her anti-bullying video project. Hunter Howell, a 20-year-old mass media student, won the College Documentary of the Year award at the 2015 Great American No Bull Challenge Teen Video Awards in Los Angeles, California. Hunter's project was one out of 16 videos that made it to the final round and was granted the opportunity to attend the awards in Los Angeles, California. Well, that's it for our program today. Thank you for watching News Valdosta. I'm Alexis Johnson. And I'm Caitlin Redford. We'll see you next Monday. Have a great weekend.